Hi friends, MD Vegan. Time for daily greens. I make greens every day. I try. But today I have a wonderful oak leaf lettuce. That is here at the outside. I got it fresh today. This is a beautiful oak leaves. They look like oak leaves. That's why their name means oak leaf. You see? And it's a tender leafy green. There are leaves that are even more tender than this one. But oak leaf is nice and tender as opposed to firm leafy greens like endive, for example. But oak leaf is okay. It's tender. All I have to know is I have to wash it thoroughly. I have to dry it in a salad spinner, the best, if you have one. Otherwise, shaking the water off is okay. Because the more water is off, the nicer with the dressing usually. There are always exceptions, but usually. When the dressing is, for example, too thick, you might want to have a little bit of water on the salad leaves, but these kind of things. Practical things. And then I have all my leaves washed and dried, I tear them apart, like just I trick them all in the hand and tear them apart. Because that's what you do with tender leafy greens. You tear them apart. You don't cut them on a cutting board. You could, it's not forbidden or so. But it's not necessary, and I show you in a moment what it looks like when you do that, because you need a fluffy texture of the salad base. Fluffy and light, fresh and crunchy. And that's what you get when you have these tender leaves and you tear them apart like this. Then this is what you get in the salad bowl. That's the base of the salad. It's fluffy. That's the main part. Without that, without such a fluffy, fresh, crunchy base, a good leaf, you cannot make a good salad. Green salad, I mean. So that's the start. That's most important. Then as I want to make a new recipe every single day, because all these plants, how would they even have a chance to eat them all? Not at once, but over years and years. I make a new recipe every single day and always add something new. I begin with a very simple version. So for example, the easiest way would be, in my situation now with my method of take three ingredients. That means number 2 would be an onion. These have been chopped, but if I have only onions, I would slice them thinly maybe, and that takes some more. Can be very exciting. Just leaves and a lot of thinly sliced onions, because when they're thinly sliced, the hot flavor is washed out by the dressing, and so it's very nice. But you have to slice them very thin, wafer thin. But when I have other ingredients too, for example, like tomatoes, I have a nice heirloom tomato. Then I begin to chop the onion, usually. So tomato, next would be an avocado. I made this one already, oak leaf, tomato, onion. And then I add an avocado. Then I come to new grounds. I did that one too, but not with chives and olives. I have green olives here. So here I have a new salad. This is my new ingredient, green olives and chives together on this salad. And chives are wonderful because they are like an onion that is very mild. I guess it's the mildest onion we have, onion family. And you take a lot of chives, these sticks, these long sticks, very simple. Chop it into smaller sticks, and together with the creamy dressing, I showed you that it tastes like a spring, the light and fresh feeling. Spring curd, for example, is classic with chives and cashew cream, for example, cashew curd. And the olive, that gives a nice touch. Olives are wonderful by itself. You have a nice olive, not too salty maybe, because olives are not recommended usually from doctors when they say, have a handful of olives or a small handful, you might already have enough salt for the day. Because salt is very, very dangerous when you eat too much. You need salt. You can't live without salt. The cells work like that. They need water needs to come in and out the cells, bring the nutrients in and out. Without that, without the salt, it doesn't work. That needs salt. So we need salt. But if you have too much, that is the biggest toxin in foods in nowadays. Yeah. People eat too much salt and die too early because of it. That's the worst thing at all. Killer number one in our culture, you know. So olives, best not too salty, but they are delicious. I love them. Like fruit, they are fruit. And the dressing here is a sweet sour cashew dressing. There's another video under this one how to make it, but it's as simple as blending cashews and apple cider vinegar, dates to balance, pepper and salt. That's it, and water, of course. And you see, I don't need a lot. These tender leafy greens, they have an advantage that they are not too bitter. The firmer the leaves are, they tend to be more bitter. And when they are bitter, you need more dressing, you need ingredients that really balance these bitterness, because you want to make a delicious salad. And the tender leaf greens are easy because they're not so bitter, so it's easy to balance them. They're not so easy because they put too much on it. If we toss it right now, it would be a mistake, because when I toss it, I have to eat it right away. Otherwise, a couple of minutes later, they begin to wilt, and then the beauty is away. So I can't toss it now. But I cannot take too much dressing because I don't need, because it would be too heavy, and don't need it because they don't have that much bitter flavor. They have a nice flavor, a little bit bitter. Most greens have. I only know one green that doesn't, and that is field salad. No bitter. It's really nice, perfect salad. But all greens has a little bit, but it's also nice. Maybe people, you can like the bitter. I mean, you combine it with a tomato and an onion, and so you come to a very nice salad flavor. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Maybe like, subscribe, and be vegan. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X. And if you want, really want, you can make a donation even. Under the video, there is a link called Thanks.